So let's talk about why it is so important for you to accept the correct Messiah. Now, before you scroll away, this has nothing to do with white and black, but I'm here to tell you do not accept the leprosy color Messiah. Because truly, this is the anti-Mashiach, the anti-Christ. Wait, you need to hear the rest. Now, because we have identified that the true Messiah never was Middle Eastern or Caucasian looking, but he was actually a very dark hue with white, woolly hair. But because we accepted the leprosy color Messiah or the Middle Eastern looking Messiah, we have accepted the image of the anti-Mashiach. It just has not been revealed yet. But it has, but you don't believe the truth. Now remember, the Sadducees and Pharisees didn't believe the truth either. And look, who's running the world now? The Messiah prophesied that they would be leading people astray and that they would be going to hell. But because we ate off of the tree of knowledge, now we are suffering from a strong delusion. Now, this strong delusion is continuing leading people astray because this young lady posted this and the comments are, yes, anything black, I'll take it. Not understanding that the black pope was prophesied as being the false prophet. Now, don't get it misconstrued. It's not because he's black. It's because the Roman Catholic Church is false. Now, it would be befitting to have a black pope if this black pope was not African. But of course, we will not see a Hebrew pope because this pope is mentioned in Revelations. Now, they are pruning society to be ready to accept this black pope or this black pope. And now we know that these popes are African coming from the Ham line. And the fact that popes or the false prophet is mentioned in Revelations, I don't understand why people want to be Christian in the last days. But knowing that you are Christian, be ready to get beheaded because this black pope or any black pope is getting closer to the truth of the real true people of Scripture. Because the real true people of Scripture were this complexion. But because we've been indoctrinated to think that these people are the true people, but because these would be your Romans, and now we know the Romans mixed with the Anatolio people, which are the people who come from Turkey, and these people now we know are Hittites coming out of Ham's line. So how did they lose their meddling? Now, it is well known that the Dan tribe, who is no longer in the book of life, had went up into the north and caught the devil, caught a spirit, and turned white. And when they came back down, people were astonished by the color of their skin. Now remember, Dan will be a snake by the roadside, a viper along the path that bites the horse's heel so its riders fall backwards. And that is to say that they will always be leading you into deception. And that's the Catholic Church. So now I don't know if you know about this man here. His name is Nostradamus. And Nostradamus predicted a black pope. It says his writings are often cryptic, and they're cryptic because they talk about the destruction of the world and open to interpretation, leading to different perspectives on their meanings. The term black pope is frequently linked to Nostradamus' prophecies and is predicted in various ways. Superior General of the Jesuits, and we know all of the popes are Jesuits. The Society of Jesus Christ, another deception. It says traditionally this term has been used to refer to the superior general of the Society of Jesus, the Jesuits, due to their black robes and perceived influence. But some interpretations say that non-European popes, some interpretations suggest it could signify a non-European or specifically an African pope. Now listen closely, because we have claimed to be those true people by our captivity, our pain, and our lack of reparations. We stand strong to believe that we are the Hebrew people, the true Hebrew people of Scripture. We fit all of the curses of Deuteronomy, but not the Hamites, only Judah. You see, everyone in the entire world has received something from this system. Even Africans are doing well. A lot of them are rich, but Black Americans are still in the struggle. And that's not to say that any other nationality is not in a struggle. It's just that these particular people were put in a struggle. Now, all this might have been ordained by the Most High, but they did not follow the laws of slavery. Yes, they were laws for slavery. And the Hamites were never, ever enslaved. So they do not fit Scripture. Hebrews did mix with Hamites, and we have been mixing with Hamites. But we are not the same people, and we don't have the same culture. So now can you see the total deception that's going on? If we get a black pope, you already know he's going to be the false prophet that aids the anti-Mashiach. And because most people accepted the leprosy-colored Messiah, he will aid this leprosy-colored Messiah. And when the real colored Messiah comes, you would deny him, just like the Pharisees did.